After a lot of hard work, we're about ready to start lowering the loco down onto the track. The foreman has taken over at this point. He's always in charge of the winching, and yeah, it's on the move.
Right, I'll hand over to you then, Andrew, for the moment.
Now, as I say, they'll be watching very carefully to make sure that as the wheels cross the various joints in the temporary track, that it all follows in the right place. Young Kieran's watched his dad do this a good few times now, and I think he's got a pretty good idea what to look for. So here it comes. Its own weight is bringing it down at the moment, but I think when it gets down onto the flatter part of the track, we'll probably have to pull it. So we've got another scramble down the bottom here with the winch rope out ready if required. So there we are. We got 70 tons of railway loco just making its way down by its own weight off the trailer onto the temporary track. Some people think this is a glamorous job, don't they, Colin? You know, wandering around the country with these big loads and a policeman helping you here and there, but they don't see you doing it at 9 o'clock at night in the pouring rain.
Andrew, if I can just break in for a moment, a message for John White. John White of Bristol, if you are in earshot, could you go down to the click trailer, because they've got a bit of welding work they need done down there. So John White, if you can help us please, they would love to see you down at the click trailer. Thank you, Andrew.
That's all right, John. We're making good progress. The loco's virtually off the trailer now, down onto the track. Well, that's it. It's stopped rolling now, so the winch rope will need to go on from the scammel. You might need a hand with that, Kieran.
So the foreman is still in charge then, is he?
Yeah, he's in the thick of it here. Paying out a little bit more cable. So we can just hold it under control between the two winches now. The scammel will wind in, and they'll pay out a little bit at the back. Make sure it doesn't get away. information on the National Collection, the National Railway Museum collection, they've got a stand right here where we are. The caravan just in the corner. The Friends of the Railway Museum are here, so do go and have a chat with them. They do provide a lot of support to the Railway Museum because, like everything we have in the world today, it never has enough money to do what it would like. And they do a lot of fundraising, and they also help around the museum and come to events like this to tell the world about the museum. If you haven't been to York, to the National Railway Museum, well, all I can say is get a ticket on the train and go next week, because it's a wonderful collection that we have there, and it's
go on the train.
Very much a hands-on museum. You can get right up to all the exhibits and have a look at them. You can even get on the footplate of some of the locos, and there's always people there to tell you all about the exhibits, what they did, how they worked, and so on. So it's a very good day out, very worthwhile trip. And of course the city of York itself is well worth a visit. Not that I'm biased in any way, being a Yorkshireman, but a great place to go for a weekend and spend time in the Railway Museum.
Andrew, there is still a mass exodus here going through the top corner of the playpen here, and I'm not really quite sure where they're going, but Mr. Dorr has gone by now, and that'll sort them all up. Mr. Searle has come back, and he's still eating.
Well, down where I am, John, I can actually see what Baker's up to, and the answer's not a lot.
No.
We've managed to get 2 sticks on the trailer, so I don't know which timber contractor he's working for, but if he's on by the load, he's not earned very much this morning. He's pretending he can't hear me, but I think he can actually out in the middle there. But anyway, they've managed to winch two logs onto the trailer. I expect they'll get some more on this afternoon.
Lovely engine coming down towards you at the moment, Andrew, which is just out after a complete restoration, painted by Gerald Whittaker, in actual fact. I was sent some pictures of this, and it is absolutely stunning. The Foden coming down towards you, near you now.
Yes, we saw it briefly yesterday, didn't we? The Earl of Dudley, a very handsome engine, those Fodens. I always think they're one of the best looking engines. Their own particular design is still in the block, and the multi-spoke back wheels. There she goes.
I think those multi-spoke back wheels, there was an element of springing, I think, in those, wasn't there?
If you were talking to me then, John, I couldn't hear it because there was another engine going past, but